Hey.
Hey, you want a break?
I forgot my charger. Did Lucas get to school okay?
Yeah, we were supposed to bake something for a cake sale.
Oh my God, I completely forgot. I'm the worst parent ever.
Don't worry, I sorted it. Went down to the shop, picked up a cake and messed up the icing a bit so it looked homemade.
You are a lifesaver.
All in a day's work.
Well, you're a brilliant dad.
I'm just getting the practice in before we start firing out a few kids of our own.
Fire them out. Got a lot to learn about the female anatomy.
I scrape by. Come on, imagine how gorgeous our kids would be.
Yeah, well, they need the looks, because we've barely got a brain cell between us.
True. So what'd you say? Me, you, chemistry?
Biology.
Practically the same thing.
Are you serious about this?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, that's a lot to think about, isn't it? Not just for us, but for Lucas as well.
Yeah. Well, he'd be the ultimate big brother. He'd love it.
Yeah, or he might feel like the odd one out. You said it yourself, that Al used to treat you differently to Ellis
Yeah,
when
but I'm hoping I'd be a better dad than I was.
And I had it when I was in foster care, feeling like a spare part. I don't want that for Lucas.
Yeah, neither do I. I love that lad. I'd adopt him tomorrow if I could.
Yeah, well, we need to properly think about it, not rush into it. Timing's everything. I need to get back to work. We can talk about it later.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you got a minute?
You talking to me?
I can't see anyone else around.
Is it Ellis? Is he all right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. It's not him. Look, I've not come here to argue.
That makes a change.
You know what? Forget about it.
Right, Billy. Billy! I'm just joking. Come on. What is it?
Look, if you're going to be an idiot, then there's no point in talking to you.
Okay, well, I'll try not to be an idiot. But I can't promise anything.
So me and Dawn, we've been talking about having kids. Obviously, we got Lucas to think about.
Okay.
And I know that stepfamilies aren't the easiest thing. Me and you, we never hit it off, did we?
I thought you said you weren't having a go.
I'm not. I'm really not. Look, having kids is a big step, and I want to do this right. So I need to understand why you're treating me and Alice so differently, so I don't make the same mistakes.
Billy?
No, just me. Everything all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't handle something too well earlier.
Anything you want to talk about?
Well, Billy and I were messing about talking about if we had kids and how awesome they would be and stuff.
I agree. Go on.
Yeah. Well, turns out Billy's serious. He really wants one.
What about you? How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I'm happy how things are. We've got Lucas back, finally with us. I just want to focus on him before we mix things up.
Well, that's totally understandable. You just need to say that to Billy. I'm sure he'll understand. There's something else?
Yeah, well, the thing is, if I'm completely honest, I don't even know if I want another kid.
So did you always have an issue with me, or did it start when you had a kid of your own?
Well, not consciously. All right, let's be real here. I didn't only let you down. I messed up with everyone.
Yeah, but you were especially harsh with me. It's like I was completely unwanted.
I didn't know what I was doing, you know. Families aren't my thing.
What do you mean?
Well, I never really had one. I spent most of my childhood in care.
So you think that affected the way you treated us?
I don't know. Look, Billy, I'm not really good at this sort of thing, okay? Look, I was a rubbish dad. Let's just leave it like that, okay?
My childhood wasn't a bed of roses. Mostly down to you. But please, come on, I need to know why you treated us the way you did.
When I was a kid, I was angry all the time. I couldn't understand when my parents had died and just left me all alone. So when I was adopted, I thought that was it for me. You know? I thought that I'd be loved. That I'd finally be part of a real family. But we weren't the right fit. They wanted someone who wasn't me. I guess they treated me the same way I treated you. Maybe the apple doesn't fall that far after all.
That's what I'm worried about.
No, you got nothing to worry about. I dealt with my childhood by making myself numb. I stopped expecting anything from anyone. Stopped caring what people thought of me. But you got your mum in you. She kept you warm.
Being a dad terrifies me.
It should.
I just don't want Lucas having a childhood that I had.
I've seen how you are with Lucas. And I've seen the way he looks up to you. Billy, you're a better dad now than I've ever been. The only advice I can give is that if you look at how I was a father and just do exactly the opposite.
Nicola! And Billy doesn't know how you feel.
Not yet.
Well, it's definitely something you need to discuss.
I'm not sure I was going to take it. Should have been honest about this before we got married.
Hey.
Right, I'm going to go for a long hot bath and leave you to it.
So, I've been thinking about what we were talking about earlier,
Yeah, me too.
and you were right. Having kids is a huge decision, not something we should rush into blindly.
Billy.
Oh, hang on. Let me just say this. Look, the thought of being a dad scares me. What if I'm like Al? What if I make the same mistakes that he did?
Billy, you're nothing like Al.
Look, and I promise that I'll always try to be the dad that Lucas deserves. I love him. And I don't really care that he's not technically mine. Because in here, that's what counts.
You don't know how much that means to me.
You, me, Lucas, we're a family. We're a unit.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I love what we've got. I'm just not sure I'm ready to add to it yet. Or ever.
What do you mean? We're never going to have kids together.
I don't know how we can, Billy. We're broke. We live in a tiny house with Harriet.
Yeah, all things that can change. Look, it's not the right time, I get that. But please don't say we're never going to have kids. Look, what matters is we continue to move forward. We work towards getting a bigger place, and then we think about it, okay? How's that sound?
Sounds good.